Well, good news for South Korean resident companies with factories in the currently shuttered Gaeseong Industrial Complex. After months of waiting, they will finally be able to visit their facilities in the border town this Wednesday. Our Unification Ministry correspondent Hwang Sung-hee has the details.
After a marathon negotiation, the two Koreas were able to iron out their differences on certain technicalities regarding the normalization of the inter-Korean Gaeseong Industrial Complex. Under the agreement reached in the early hours on Sunday, South Korean businessmen with factories at the border town will be able to cross into the north starting Wednesday to inspect their facilities there. On their way back, the companies will be allowed to retrieve their finished goods, as well as raw materials from the complex. North Korea promised to ensure the safety of the South Korean personnel visiting Gaeseong, and the two Koreas agreed to resume operations at the factories as soon as possible. The two sides will meet again on Wednesday in Gaeseong for an additional round of talks on the normalization of the joint business park, as well as preventive measures against similar incidents from happening again. From the onset of the meeting, South Korea had stressed that operations at the complex can only be normalized if the North abides by its own obligations and international standards.
One big issue was the need for a systematic measure to prevent such incidents from happening again in the future. We also saw a need to discuss ways to ensure safety of our personnel and protection of property within the Gaeseong complex.
South Korean businessmen with factories at the joint business park welcomed the results of Sunday's agreement. However, they said it will be difficult to normalize operations at Gaeseong after such a prolonged shutdown, and called for the two Koreas to come up with a clear countermeasure against similar incidents from happening again at the upcoming meeting. Hwang Sung-hee, Arirang News.